You haven't seen very much of this face over the last few weeks, have you? Hello folks, it is TIJ Gaming. Welcome to a brand new video. I haven't said that for a few weeks, have I? But it is time for a channel update to tell you guys what's been going on, why there's been any inactivity of videos, etc, in the last few weeks. Now, my last upload, I haven't looked at this, I think it's probably 2.5 weeks ago now. It was the GTA 4 Let's Play, part 8 of that Let's Play. Since then, no uploads, and I bet you guys have been thinking, where have things gone? I had a few comments, where's Snooker 19? Where's this? Where's that? And that's absolutely fair enough, because apart from one community post the other week saying that Snooker would be delayed a little bit, I haven't really said anything, which, you know, it's fair enough that you guys have thought about things. So today I'm going to do a quick explanation. It's going to be not going to be the longest channel update in the world. I'm going to do a quick explanation, what on earth's been going on, and what is going to happen to action that. So, as most of you know, I started work 4 weeks ago now. I've just finished my 4th week at work. It's tiring. It's a long day. I know some of you are going, oh, boo-hoo, I've been working for years. But I mean, the problem is I was off school, work, whatever, for 3 months over the summer. And it is very hard to go from doing nothing or just doing, you know, just pottering around the house to being on the go for 11, 12 hours a day. So that is the simple reason, before I go into it a little bit more in detail, why there's not been any content. I've been getting home at night thinking, I just can't do it. So I think the big message, and I'm going to get that out there now, is that over the next few months I'm going to look to do a little bit of experimenting with this channel and the whole channel lineup. Remember, it's not just this channel, it is TIJ Music and TIJ Education, channels that I launched, the 2 channels, the start of the year. I launched the free channel package to the start of the year, and I haven't done anywhere near as much content as I've wanted to do on those other 2 channels. Ultimately, this channel is king because of its subscription base, the amount of videos I make on it, etc. So this channel's king, but I want to focus on those 2 channels as well. But if I can't even get this channel right, then I can't really focus on the other 2 channels. I hope you can probably see what I mean there. But I've just thought, I haven't really got the time, and that's why we're not going to be having daily content forever on this channel. It's just inevitable that whilst I wasn't doing anything, and in an ideal world, if I did this full time, it ain't going to happen at the moment. No way. I need a lot more in the way of views, etc, to go full time, but it's not going to happen. Basically, short term, and short term is next 3 or 4 years, unless something massive happens. And I don't particularly need to go full time. It's not something that I'm particularly bothered about. But we've got on a tangent, and I didn't really want to talk about that today. Today I wanted to talk about why there hasn't been any content. And I was just saying about experimenting with content over the next few months. By that I mean that the formula is going to have to change. For about 24 months now, so 2 years, I've been running on pretty much a daily process. That's mostly because Football Manager content, I've got a bloody hair stuck in my mouth. That's been a behind the scenes channel update for you. And you're not getting to that coughing fits behind the scenes. That was pretty nasty, but I'm back now. Yeah, experimentation of content. What I mean by that, and what I've just been saying about 2 years, Football Manager, I was doing daily content because that's what Football Manager kind of demands. I moved away from Football Manager and kept that formula. Do I need that? I don't know, but I've got used to making stuff daily so that naturally you expect views every day. And reducing the schedule is kind of hard because you think you're going from sort of 7 videos, let's say 4 videos a week, and you're not getting the views, and you think, oh, well, you know, I don't really want to do that. I'd rather have a video every day, but sometimes you have to learn that it ain't going to happen, and it isn't going to happen now. I just haven't got the time, the energy, not motivational energy, but just physical energy to get me through it, if that makes sense, as in, with the time I've got, I just haven't got the energy. It's nothing to do with motivation. I love this, I always have done, I have for a long time. You go through sticky periods, but I love this, so don't worry about that or anything to do with motivation or to do with myself. But you just haven't got the energy to do it. So what I am setting out today is that we won't be having daily content in the future, especially the next few months while I get this job sorted out. Ultimately, I'm only in the 4th week of my job. I start my 5th week next week. So it is going to take quite a few months, if not 12 months, to get into it, to get properly into it and work out what's right. And a lot of the time I've been doing YouTube, I've been experimenting to try and find the right formula. If I'd got the right formula, I'd be earning millions. Do you see what I mean? The right formula for me is something that gets me views, keeps you happy, keeps me happy, and keeps things rolling on the channel, keeps things progressing. But that formula is a lot easier to say out loud than it is to actually think of up here. So I'm not going to set out a real schedule today. I'm just going to say that hopefully, as of Monday, I'm going to be back but I wouldn't guarantee that. I've got to play this Snooker 19 final. That'll be the next episode of Snooker 19. Snooker 19 has been gone for way too long now. And basically the premise of that is that after the second episode of 3 in the Mark Selby final, apologies if you're not a Snooker 19 watcher, you can skip over this, but after the second episode of 3 in that final, basically in basic terms, okay, whatever. In basic terms, the game corrupted. That game did. So we went back to 0-0. And I've got to play 16 frames again. And in a culmination of me being an absolutely stupid idiot, I think we found ourselves on amateur aiming aid, which kind of takes the fun out of it a little bit. So what I did start to do is record the match again. I was going to take the videos down, put them unlisted, and then start again. But actually then I thought, no, I can't do that because it just seems a little bit silly trying to warp the outcome. And I think you guys would just prefer me to be honest and just do that one video rather than to stretch it out over another 3 videos and effectively a week's worth of content. So hopefully on Monday, again, this isn't definitely going to happen because I've got a lot of snooker to play to get up to the point I was at before. Hopefully by Monday, sometime this next week, we'll have the last episode of that Snooker 19 final and then we'll push on because I think that finally stopped me from making content. I'm thinking, oh God, I've got to play that many frames rather than normally when I just walk into a Snooker 19 video, pick up the controller and look at this. I pick up these glasses now because I haven't got any prescription glasses. There we go, pick up the controller. Well, everyone, welcome to Snooker. I mean, it's not like that, but yeah, I've got some glasses now. They're not prescription glasses. They're anti-blue glasses. They are anti-glare glasses that I wear while gaming. It's just starting to be sunny out there. Honestly, it's a real behind the scenes channel update today, and I don't really care. I try to be lax and relax like this than too formal about anything. But I've just got a basic message really that I apologise massively for there being a lack of content. I beat myself up a lot over that, and I shouldn't really, but it does seem a shame to have had a few weeks off. B, I'm not going to continue the GTA series for now because there are other things happening. Ashes 09, I've already won the series on that, so I don't know whether to continue doing those. There are probably only 5 or 6 episodes left, so maybe sometime that might fit in. But that series wouldn't necessarily do terribly to have ended where it was because we won the Ashes in that episode. The final test is really a dead rubber, so it doesn't matter if that ends there. And the D, something I haven't said in the 8 minutes 5 seconds I'll be recording yet, but probably about 6 minutes on the dial in terms of the video. Football Manager 2020 comes out in a few weeks, and I will be covering that game, but don't worry, it's not going to become the main thing on the channel. It is going to be something I'm going to cover for a few months. My plan is cover FM until the end of January. So you've got November, December, January, a 3-month period. If the interest in FM is a lot bigger than I expect it to be, then we will cover it for longer. As is exactly what happened with snooker. Snooker, I thought, we'll do this for a few months, then interest will die off. In fact, and I really hope this break hasn't ruined this interest, in the last few months, interest has just gone up and up and up, and that's absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant. So hopefully we can get that sort of formula with Football Manager. If we can't, oh well. Snooker 19 is the main priority. So basically, for a few weeks, I think I'm going to be making snooker content. That is probably manageable. Get back into snooker, the main thing. That's the main thing on the channel. Have a few weeks of that, and then Football Manager comes in. That makes a little bit more sense to me, and I think that's right. But within that time as well, I'm going to get a little bit of time to do some experimentation, as I said earlier. Playing something a little bit different, soon something a little bit different, and that all comes down to you in the comments. Let me know what you want to see me play. Now, you know I'm not a third-person shooter or first-person shooter, as I say. It's an FPS, isn't it? I'm not massive into those sort of games and anything like that, but any sort of free games, any sort of video ideas on the stuff I already make, any retro ideas, please throw them at me and we can experiment. We can have a little bit of fun over these next few weeks because it's a bit of a lull. We've just got snooker and then FM comes in a few weeks, but this is a good opportunity these few weeks just to try something a little bit different, and you never know, it might work. But that is really all I've got time. Well, I've not got time for, but that's really all I want to say today. It's quite a chilled, laid-back one. Just to apologise and see how it's laid back. I'm just sitting back in the chair now. I couldn't care less. But just a laid-back one to say, I really apologise for the fact there hasn't been much content, and I hope to remedy that. But sometimes it just won't happen, and that's something that I think I've got to accept mostly. I think you guys aren't too bothered because I've seen it happen with a few YouTubers that they don't make videos for a few weeks. I'm not going to them, where's this, where's that? Of course, I miss their content, but oh well if it doesn't come out. So I think I beat myself up a little bit too much over that. But if I stay stringent and I stay routined and strict over these things, then we do get a good formula around here. But I'll have to see how we go the next few months, ultimately. So any little updates I'll be putting in the community tab. That seems to be a good tab to let you guys know what's going on. But I thought this would be a much better piece in front of the camera. So basically, I apologise, not much content over the last few weeks. I'm going to try and remedy that. I don't make any promises, any guarantees, but let's just be fingers crossed that happens. And then when Football Manager 2020 comes out, we can have a nice, a nice rota between snooker and FM, because that seems to be working at the moment. And if we introduce something else into the mix, we might do. But am I going to have the time for that? We're going to find out. And that's over the next few months. And that's complete with any regard for the music and education channels, which I want to start making content for again as well. So those two channels, if you're interested in those two channels, subscribe to those. Those are on the channel in the channels list, but I'll probably leave them in the end screen here as well. And of course, if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe for gaming content. And I'll say weekly gaming content because it's not going to be daily anymore. That's just something I'm going to face. There might be times of weeks, like when FM comes out, when a new game comes out, where I'm going to do it daily, because that's when you push on a new game. Bloody hair all around this room, dearie me. And but there will be times where we have 2-3 videos a week. I think that perhaps not having as much of a schedule anymore is a good thing, because it doesn't force me to make content. It forces me to make content when I'm happy. That makes sense. So I'm going to promise you guys 2 things. We're going to have 3 snooker videos a week. Hopefully those videos will be on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Saturday. If they're not, I hope I can fit them in somewhere else. Football Manager, that'll be coming out in a few weeks. We'll be doing that daily for a bit and then dropping that a little bit less regularly. Things will work themselves out. I'm just saying, I'm just thinking aloud here really what's going on. But I have rambled a little bit too longer than I was expecting. I thought this would only be a 5-6 minute update, but there you go. Things happen like that. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you want to see. I'd love some feedback on what we've got already. Are you enjoying the content already on the channel? What would you like to see, as I've just said? And are you looking forward to Football Manager, I suppose? I certainly am. I haven't played FM a lot this year, and I really need to pick it back up, which I hopefully will do this year coming. But thank you very much for watching, folks. I have been TIJ Game, and I apologise massively again, but hopefully we can remedy that in the next few weeks. Together, we are the TIJ community, and really thank you guys, and really appreciate, of course, your support, your wholehearted support throughout. It's been, it has been, it is a real adventure, and that will certainly continue into the future. But we'll have to see how we go. We're going to have to experiment. We're going to have to ride the wave and see what happens. But thank you very much for watching. I've been TIJ Gamer, and until the next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye for now.